So it's still the same day when I went to HPJ to look at the motor, but on my way home I decided to, well, I brought the valve covers with me, and I went ahead and picked up some paint for the valve covers to make them red instead of black because they look terrible and they're all scratched up. Got some sandpaper too, just 1000 grit, and then for 2000 grit we're gonna wet sand. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand both the valve covers, then I'm gonna go ahead and do a base coat of the red and then do 3 or 4 coats of red, and then after that I have this gloss clear enamel for the top coat so it's heat resistant. Joe's also here, so he's gonna just chill with me and help me out if he wants to. So that's what we're doing right now. Just gonna start off by sanding them and getting them down to a little bit of a more manageable state for us to go ahead and start painting them. What's going on, everybody? So I wanted to preface this video by saying that I have never really painted anything like this before. I'm not good with paint, so this was kind of a test for me. The end result is pretty good, but throughout the video I'm gonna show you the struggle of what happened and how bad they looked, and then I have a bunch of pictures of how they looked and pictures of after. So I'm gonna throw in some pictures here and there. Just want to let you guys know that. I sound a little monotone in this video. Sorry about that. That's just kind of how I talk. But anyway, just want to kind of preface the video with that. So without further ado, I'll get back to the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, so I started sanding and it started getting all over my hands, so decided to get some gloves, but I thought I had disposable gloves and I checked in my detailing stuff and all I had are these, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and keep sanding with these on. I'm gonna look like an idiot while I do it, but if you're doing this on your own, you probably should have more airflow for the dust, which I don't have a lot of airflow right now, and get some gloves or something too. So don't do this exactly like me, but this should work. So I just finished up sanding with the 1000 grit. Now I have just a bottle of some warm water that I'm gonna go ahead and spray on it. I'm gonna wet sand with the 2000 grit. After that, I'm gonna probably air dry them, and then we'll go ahead and put the first coat of red on. And after the red, I'll probably do 3 coats of that, like I said, and then I'll do the clear coat over that. So not too much longer, but wet sanding might take a little bit longer. Probably not too, it probably won't be too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that now. Okay, so wet sanding's done. Gonna go ahead and rinse them off, and after that, I'll let them dry for a minute, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw the first coat of red on. So I went ahead and rinsed them off real quick with the rest of the water in the bottle. And just feeling them, they feel pretty smooth and ready to go. I'm just waiting on them to dry a little bit more. And I just use this like air duster can to spray out the little letters. And there's still some, all right. There's still some water in there, but it'll come out, so. Just gonna wait a little while, and then I'm gonna put the first coat on. The paint color looks a little dark, so I'm kind of worried, but I guess we'll see what happens. Worst case, I'll paint it again. Here they are after one coat. On camera, they look pink, kind of. I'm a little worried. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough paint in just one can, so I guess we'll find out, but starting off light, and then I'm gonna add more coats as I go, and hopefully it'll look okay. I guess you could say this is coat 2 and 3, so I went a little heavier, and it's starting to look better. It's good because it actually looks red now, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do whatever's left in that can after this dries up a bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the clear over it, which should help make it pop a little bit more as well. So that's kind of where we're at right now. They don't look great, but this is just kind of a temporary fix. So, but I mean, all things considered, I'm happy with how they look. So this is what they look like after the last little bit of red that I threw on there. It looks pretty even, so I'm pretty happy with it. And like I said, we're gonna throw the gloss clear engine enamel on there. So this should be heat resistant up to 500 degrees. So should be good. Should also make the color pop a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that on, and I'll show you guys after. So I thought I got gloss clear, and it says it on the can. You guys saw it, but they look pink. I I really hope that it changes when it dries, because right now I'm not happy. Yeah, this isn't good. That better dry the correct color. Oh no.
If that dries.
Alright, so this is how they turned out. They look terrible. So, after reading the can, you're not supposed to spray it when the humidity is over 60%, and the humidity here is 89%. So it turned out terrible. So I guess tomorrow I'm gonna get some lacquer thinner or paint thinner, I don't know, and just redo it, I guess. But day 2 coming up.
Day 2.
What's going on, everybody? So today we are back for day 2 of painting my valve covers. So yesterday you saw that it didn't exactly go to plan. They turned out looking terrible. But today I got up and came out to the garage and they were kind of red again. But as you can see, the finish is just uneven, looks terrible. I tried power washing them to get the paint from yesterday to come off, but it wouldn't work. So about to head to the store in Pathfinder, and we're gonna go get some paint thinner or something, and then another can of red paint, and maybe some primer. Let's see if we can't do this a little bit better this time and get it to look the way I want it to. So with that being said, we're gonna get in the car and go ahead and head out of here. There's actually a Pathfinder update for you guys. Went ahead and my dad had the Pathfinder for a while, so put this nice double-din head unit in here. It fit perfectly in that gap right there, so go ahead and start it up and show you guys what it looks like. It's pretty nice, does waves, all that fun stuff, so sorry, wipers are on. Yeah, it's got anyway, it's got these USB ports put in right here, kind of with all the other buttons, but I mean, it's pretty nice, pretty responsive, so I'm gonna go ahead and connect my phone, and then after that, we're gonna head out to, I think, Advanced Auto Parts, or maybe AutoZone, I'm not sure, and get us some parts, so stay tuned. Just made it to AutoZone. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside, see if I can find what I need, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just finished up well, first I stripped the paint off that I put on yesterday. I sanded, and then I wet sanded. So this is the result. Looks a little weird, but it's completely smooth. It feels great. So I'm just gonna wait for it to dry out, because there's some water in the pores of the plastic, and then also there's red paint still inside the letters. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a screwdriver and kind of try to chip that out, but it's not a huge deal if that stuff stays in there, because I'm gonna get overlays that are in black for the inserts of like the letters and the lines on it. So I'm not too worried about that, but I'm gonna let these dry. I'm gonna close the garage doors and get the garage door up to temperature to help with this. Humidity's lower today, so I should be good to go to paint these. And then hopefully they'll turn out all right. Worst case, whenever I was stripping them earlier, it gave it this really cool weathered look. I can insert a picture like right here or something, and it actually looked kind of cool. So maybe I'll do that if I mess up again, but I'm to the point where I'm just kind of annoyed, and I've sunk way too much money into making these look good, so I'm hoping they'll turn out, crossing my fingers, but I'll keep you guys posted. So there's the result after using the screwdriver on the first two. So gonna keep doing that, get it out of the letters and the lines, because the rest of this is smooth and even, so I'm not too worried about that, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep going through the letters, and I'm just using this air duster to get the residue out, and then after that, I'll let them dry a little longer, and then I should be ready to prime them, and then it's a really high heat primer. Then I'm gonna paint them, and then I'll probably do clear over that, but I might not do clear. I don't know, I wanna play it safe. We'll see, so keep it posted. All right, so they're officially all prepped, ready to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the primer, shake that up, get that ready, and hopefully we can lay down some good base coats for this and get a good result out of it. But I'm not hoping for I'm hoping for the best. I'm not expecting the best after yesterday's result, but we'll see. So this is after 4 coats of the VHT engine enamel primer. As you can see, it turned out really nice. I'm really happy with it, and I'm a little nervous to put color on it, honestly, because it turned out so good, but it looks good to me. I'm gonna wait about 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the color, which is this duplicate color, just to match the forward colors, but hopefully it'll look good. I don't know if I'll do the clear over it or not. I guess I'll just figure that out at the end, but humidity's about 30% lower than it was yesterday, so we should be in good shape to go ahead and do this. But I guess without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and put the first coat of red on there. I think since I did the heat resistant primer, I'm not gonna go ahead and do the heat resistant clear coat. I don't know if that's a bad idea or not. Worst case, I can do them again down the road or buy ones that are pre-painted, but this is the final outcome. They're still drying, but I think they turned out pretty good, so I'm happy with that. I think they're glossy enough for my taste, and once they dry, they should look pretty good and even. It was well worth it to go ahead and, you know, prime and sand and wet sand and do all that stuff. So I'm gonna head out of here now since the fumes are bad, but yeah, I mean, I think they turned out pretty good. I'll be excited to see them on the car tomorrow, but I'm gonna leave them here overnight, let them dry, and I'll show them to you guys once they're on the engine again. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's video. They turned out okay. I'm relatively happy with them. In the engine bay, they actually look really good, so I'm happy about that. Got some more videos coming soon about the car and involving this build, and then I have some reviews and stuff coming out as well, hopefully soon. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.